Starting off with squats, you want to get your feet into the right position, shoulder width apart with the toes pointing slightly outward. When you're coming down into your squat, make sure that your knees aren't pointing completely out towards your feet. You want to keep the knees sending straight but slightly out. Think about a resistance band above your knees, keeping your knees going straight but slightly out to give your hips mobility. Get down into that squat as deep as you can. Next, we're going to be doing sumo deadlifts. Sumo deadlifts are different than regular deadlifts. You're going to go wide stance here. Hinge at the hips, bend the knees as a slight squat, and bring the weight up. Push through the heels and squeeze the glutes lightly at the top. No hyperextension. Don't hyperextend, thrusting your hips forward. We want even movement and power in the legs. Push yourself up fast from the ground and lower yourself slowly. Bend in the knees and toes are pointing out just like the squat. Into a regular deadlift. This is not stiff leg, this is just regular. We're going to be slight bend in the knees. Feet are closer together, not so much like the sumo. Toes are pointed straight forward. Hinging at the hips again with a slight bend in the knee. I'm going to show you from the front, and then I'm also going to show you from the back. You want power in this position. Bring the bar down slowly, hinge in the hips, bend the knees, and pull up with your hamstrings and glutes. And I'm going to also show you from the back side so you can see the form. The back stays flat, no curve in the back. Protect your back by keeping your core nice and engaged. We got this. Glute bridges on the ground with the barbell. Make sure that you get a pad so that your barbell is not pushing into your hips and giving you bruises. Always use a pad. In this position, you're going to be on the ground with a barbell on top of you. You can use the Smith machine. You can use a free weight. If you have a dumbbell for this, that's fine. Just put a pad there. If you use a small barbell, fine. Just put a pad there so that you don't get the weight coming into your hips and giving you any bruising. Thrust up in a motion like a hip thrust. This time you're just laying on your back. It's a little bit more steep because the gravity is pulling you down because you're already on the floor. Thrust up, keep your heels close to your glutes, and squeeze your glutes at the top. Back extensions. So we're actually going to be doing a glute extension. I want you to round your back and your shoulders, almost like hunching over. Pull yourself up with the upper booty. As you can see, I'm pointing and squeezing my butt. You're going to see here that I got my weight and my back is going to be rounded out. See how my back is rounded out? Shoulders are leaning forward. Head is tucked down. And I'm pulling from my hips. Think about pushing your hips into the pad and bringing yourself up through the glutes. Push your hips into the pad as hard as you can. Pick a weight that's challenging. You won't regret this exercise. It's a booty grower.